Welcome everyone back to my office. I'm glad we have a few short moments to share some thoughts about this week's Torah portion, Parashat Vayera. You know, it's almost impossible to understand the people we are, the world we live in, the law, society, and culture without trying to understand one person in particular. And that person is Avraham. The entire foundation of monotheism, the belief in a single unseen God, is by Jewish tradition and Christian tradition and Muslim tradition attributed to him alone. And so this morning in our Torah portion, what we read about Avraham is something that is almost unfathomable. And that is, God commands Avraham to take his son Isaac, bring him to Mount Moriah, and to sacrifice him as an offering to God. And this Torah reading always leaves me probably with the same feelings that you do. First of all, why would God ask a person to do that to their child? And second of all, how could Avraham do it? You know, on one hand, we are reminded that Avraham was a person of perfect faith. And on the other hand, we're reminded that none of us are like that. And so we're comforted by the knowledge that we read it not because we're expected to be like that, but we are reminded that having perfect faith is something that should inspire us to be something better. But I often think of something else too. And that is, I often wonder, do we read this section and ultimately of Isaac's survival because he is not killed? God intervenes. That it's a subtle, metaphoric way of reminding us that children are often the most sacrificed, the most vulnerable in the world that we live in. Even in the name of God, we have to be careful not to hurt those who depend or rely on us for their safety and well-being. And so my blessings for Shabbat Shalom, a happy Sabbath as you're surrounded with your family, your children, your friends at your table on Friday night. Shabbat Shalom.